Yay! Hello, seventh grade. This is Mrs. Vogel. We are starting a new project and we are just gonna not mess around here at all and just get ourselves started. So here we go. What is a portrait? Do you guys know who this famous face is? Yes, that is right. The Mona Lisa. Okay. What is a portrait? It is a painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving of a person, especially one only showing the head and shoulders. What is the purpose? It is used to describe this category of art is portraiture. The purpose of a portrait is to memorialize an image of someone for the future. It can be done with painting, photography, sculpture, or almost any other medium. And medium is really any other art supplies. Okay, here we go. So we're not just talking about a portrait, we're talking about a self-portrait. A self-portrait is a representation of an artist's drawn, painted, photograph, or sculpted by the artist. That's the difference. Okay, so this is one of the earliest self-portraits ever made, and it was in 1433. And so artists started frequently putting themselves as either the main subject or as important characters in their work. Instead of painting for other people, they were like, hey, I'm going to do a portrait of myself. Um, with better and cheaper mirrors, many painters, sculptors, and printmakers tried some sort of self-portraiture. All right, so we have Frida Kahlo, Henry Rousseau. You know our good friend Chuck Close. Some of you did some projects about him. This looks like a photograph, but he is mostly well known for this style of art when he became very handicapped and he was in a wheelchair and he lost some fine motor abilities in his hands, and so he started painting in these blocks of color. So you don't have to make it look realistic. You can play around and do some really interesting things with your own face. You can even be a little bit funny if you want to. You can get up close. You can be silly and a little bit goofy. This is Corey Barksdale, and he is very known for how he plays with color. You could play with tone and value, which is like grays and lighter colors. You can even some people even distorted themselves a little bit. And here is an artist named Francis Bacon who actually apparently was responding to a death of one of his best friends, and he was showing his emotion. And he made his face a little bit abstract. This is what you're going to do. You are going to make a self-portrait, but you don't know what we're doing yet, so you just need to follow these directions. You're going to take several photos of yourself on your iPad. Remember, it should be of your head and shoulders, just like a portrait. Do not worry about the background. We only care about your face. Choose your favorite and email it to your teacher. That will be your homework tonight. Also, you are going to print your photo in black and white. It does not need to be in color. If you want to have it in color, that's totally fine, but it really just needs to be in black and white. Listen carefully. If you do not have access to a printer, you need to email your teacher for your homework and tell us that you don't, because we have to work something out. Okay? So you have to do that for your homework tonight. To tell your teacher if you do not have a printer. All right, now before you take your picture, you need to think about composition, baby. Boom! Haha, that's my dog, Buddy. Okay, you need to have space around your head. So, here's Buddy. He's so cute. And I know he just looks like it's just his head, but he's not very obedient, and I was having him sit and I couldn't get down lower because he started licking my face. So I know it looks like a floating head, but really his body is behind here. Anyway, but do you see how there's space here to the left? This, he's kind of centered, and there's space kind of around both sides of his head. This one, he is way too close. No, too close. Okay, so you can leave space on the left or the right. You can have space evenly to the left and the right, but not close. All right, so you're like, what are my choices of poses? You can just be simple, no smile, straight on, like this picture. Like this picture? No! It's too close. Too close, people. See, she has space on the left and she has space on the right. You can have a surprised face. You can be all cute and fun if you want to. You can be dreamy or thinking about something. You can be dreaming off with your hand on your head on your hand, looking at the picture, um, lens. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. But this is where your teachers would be acting out these poses, and because we have to be voiceovering these silly PowerPoints, we can't be there with you acting it out. Anyway, okay, you can do a pondering face, whatever. Whoa, whoa, what? Why did I add this face, you say? Huh, well, this is why. Guys, when you think of self-portrait, I know that some of you might have been a little bit sick to your stomach or been like, oh, I don't want to do a picture of myself. But I want you to know this. This is a photograph this is a 3D sonogram. And this is the way that people are able to see their babies inside their tummies. And so this is a picture of a baby inside a tummy that has yet to be born. So it is not a clump of cells. This is a real living baby that the Lord is making and growing inside of a mommy's tummy. And listen to what it says in Psalms. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your eyes saw my unformed body, and all the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. The Lord knit you together. You have the exact nose that the Lord created for you. He is your artist. I remember thinking my nose was so big in middle school and I hated it, and all I could do was obsess over the size of my nose. But you know what? You grow into yourself, and you are exactly the way that the Lord has sculpted and knitted you together and fashioned you purposely with a plan. You are fearfully, that means you're in so much awe. It's like almost trembling in honor of how amazed you are with the Lord and wonderfully made you are. And the Lord saw and sees you right now, but also your unformed body, and He has a plan for you and the face He made for your life, and it is actually written in His book. He has planned your life and has a beautiful, incredible plan for you, even though seventh grade might seem like it kind of sucks a little bit right now. But it is not over, and there is incredible things ahead. The Lord is going to use you mightily with your exact eyes, your exact face, your exact body type, nose, teeth, everything. So do not be afraid about that self-portrait. So remember, you're going to take several photos of yourself on your iPad, of your head and shoulders. Don't worry about the background. Choose your favorite and email it to your teacher as your homework. Print your photo in black and white. And if you do not have access to a printer, you have to email your teacher. All right, we are doing something super cool with the self-portrait. It's not traditional at all. It's going to be so cool. Okay, don't forget to wash your hands and don't touch your face. Mrs. Vogel and Miss LeVar love you so, 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 so much. Bye.